You're such a sweet thing. You're such a sweet thing. You're such a sweet thing. You so. Tell me, have you ever been addicted to somebody? Still functioning within the melancholy. Baby's mommy got me raw like a zombie. Probably won't stop till she murder me softly. Vanity is such a popular scene. We could build a family out of the crop of the cream. It's you plus me, we following dreams. So why we treat each other like we on the opposite teams, huh? And I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say. I'm trying to play without my poker face. I put the joker in a shoulder holster underneath the floor in a hole, and I'ma save it for a stormy day. And if the clouds break tint, the sun'll brush it off like it's all made of lint. Silly you, give me kiss. Never say you never gave me nothing, cause you gave me shit. You're such a sweet thing. 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 You're so mean to me and me and me. You're such a sweet thing. You so. Sometimes I wonder if you're fucking with my head. Some kind of monster living underneath the bed. But forever I'ma ride with you 100%. Even when I never fully understand whatever you said. Feels like I'm looking at something painful. A little illustration of an angel. You're like a tattoo that's on my eyeball. I'm blind from the shine of your halo. Girl, my imagination is the busiest. Why you trying to match wits with an idiot? Passion is the measuring stick. We qualify, we set the world afire just to burn up all the pretty shit. I promise you that I'm accountable. Probably trying to prove all of it's possible. Now paint a portrait of complaints. But when it makes a mess, confess the stains. You're such a sweet thing. 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 You're so mean to me and me and me. You're such a sweet thing. You so. It must be the devil when I taste her sweat. It's the sweetest. Might forfeit just to reach an agreement. Throw the fighting and I'll hold you tight. Poke a hole in the lid so we don't suffocate and choke tonight. I know I probably ain't right, but I'm just right. We thug life for the love life. And look at where we took it, but you ain't have to cook it for me. Sugar ain't good for me, sugar ain't. You're such a sweet thing. 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 You're so mean to me and me and me. You're such a sweet thing. You're such a. You
That's called a manual fade, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, V. Welcome to Sort of Chaos Podcast. Tonight, I decided to try something different and not post all over social media that I'm going live. I just wanted to see a bit how the YouTube algorithms work. So tonight, I guess I'm going to have a intimate little chat with Raluca Ioana. What's up, girl? How are you? Ioana is not here. My girl is not here. She had to go. She'll be back probably during this podcast. Yeah, man. I'm getting ready for just getting ready to be in a holiday mood. I'm a bit more relaxed this week. My mother had COVID last week. I didn't want to mention anything because she was just starting, and I got a bit scared, but in the end, it turned out okay. She reacted positively. She went through two, like she had cancer once and then recame. We're talking 2011, 12. And starting that time, she just decided to put her life together again, I guess. up until that point, she was chubby and not really taking care of her body. And since then, she's truly the one of the most healthiest, consistently healthiest human beings I know. Literally, like eating right with a religious consistency. Like she doesn't even like she does. She's not. She mostly eats vegetarian, but she will eat fish or chicken every now and again. She's just very healthy. She runs a lot. This The other summer she was running uh, 3 times per week, 10 kilometers. So 5 till the beach because she lives in Constanța, Romania, right, Romania, and 5 back. Just run with the girl. So yeah, she kicked that COVID pretty good, and I'm very happy for her. I wasn't that worried to begin with, but she did have contact with my grandma too, who my grandma still doesn't know. My mom still has COVID, I guess, because she's symptom free for about 3-4 days, but um, it was pretty easy with her, this disease. She was one of the lucky ones, but I guess she also worked for it, right? So I'm real happy so now I'm just trying to like get in the holiday spirit. It's kind of sad because I won't be going home this Christmas. Usually I would take my girl and go to see my mother, and then for Christmas, and then the second or third day of Christmas we just come back and have a second Christmas dinner with her parents. But now, since that's not the case, we're gonna have like a small Bucharest dinner at home. We'll probably visit her parents carefully on Christmas Day. But yeah, it's kind of sad not to see my mom. But I'm also at the same time very happy that she overcame this, and my grandma's appears to be fine. Um, yeah, so it's I may not look, too happy, but I guarantee you guys, I'm in a way better mood than I was last week when I was smiling. Right? Some people work like that. They smile more when they're depressed, and the other way around. Um, Delia, respect for your mom. Thank you very much. Raluca says, I have had an ulcer crisis for several hours and I hope the pain passes as soon as possible. God damn it, girl. I'm sorry. Ioana, my girl, has had ulcer too. And she kind of got it she had it in high school the way she told me, and first year of college. And she kind of toned it down a little bit. But now, as soon as she doesn't take care of her stomach a little bit, it comes back up and it can damage her. So I feel for you. Easy with the painkillers, because it's a contradiction. Your stomach hurts, but it's the only thing non-injective, right? That can process anything. It has to go through your stomach to get to your liver to get to your body. So it's kind of like, I guess you could also inhale it. Well, you can inhale antibiotics. Not antibiotics. Ibuprofen, I meant. So yeah, I feel for your pain. I hope it gets better. Hopefully this podcast makes it a little better. I don't know, maybe takes your mind off it. Yeah, man, I posted on Facebook. I know my geeks, they're probably not online, especially Cosmin, Ren. I'm guessing a lot of, because YouTube algorithm isn't too friendly to me, even if you are subscribed. But I just wanted to see to what extent, right? I usually get about 30 viewers live. I'm curious also the total number of views, because I want to make some statistics for next year to kind of be a bit more consistent, because it was a shitty year. And the sad part is, like, since summer, I kind of like my projects for my actual work kind of went down, and I still didn't kind of pick myself up to do more content. Kind of mad about that, so I'm trying to get my shit together to pass through. I'm just happy my mom kind of like, she had it, she'd handle it okay. Now I know if she gets again, she'll be okay. So it's a huge rough. I didn't even talk that much with my girl about this because I don't want her to worry too much or whatever. But I'm so happy that she can handle it. Yeah. So here's to a better year. Let's hope so, guys. Raluca says, due to stress lately, I started having stomach pains again. Will be better. Yes, that's the main cause of it, isn't it? Like stress, ulcers, and all that. I think there's do you take care of yourself? Like, do you like eat at least a banana in the morning? I myself, I can't eat in the morning, and I'm a smoker too, so I have to have a sip of coffee and have a puff before I can say hi to the toilet. But it's definitely not healthy, and I'm sure my stomach, I just happen to be genetically okay, at least so far, because the way I treated my stomach is just fucking eating at the wrong fucking hours and um, eating all sorts of shit, and kind of like, although rationally knowing how biology works, somehow subconsciously I must think I'm some sort of I hope for the best. You know, when you live your life like shit, but you hope the wrong ways you live your life kind of complements the genetical advantages you do have as in your body, right? I always kind of like that. Like, I don't know, my grandpa had a lot of, like, he seemed to be okay with his stomach. My other grandpa too. Fuck it, I can handle this. Come on, Jesus. Yeah, so here's to a better year. I did start a little bit of gym lately, but not as consistent as I would have. Let's do it next year, right? It's the perfect thing to say before New Year's Eve. Let's hope for a better year, Raluca. Um, Delia says it's the first time I got notified from YouTube, and I gotta admit I have watched your channel for a while. Oh, thank you for watching, first of all. But second of all, like, I don't know how it works, guys. I know I say a lot of like keywords, and I know it's such a like inconceivable amount of data of raw video uploaded every second. I think it was like every second is about 6 hours, or every minute, something like. Anyway, it's a huge amount of data to process. No matter how like sad I am at the overall situation of the way social media entertainment goes, and it's the way people are not aware of, or even they are aware but they accept their condition. As much as I'm aware of that and kind of pissed, I'm also it's a technical limitation here of satisfying advertisers who demand a certain type of content, and they are very reactive to small but vocal groups of niches. So they have to cover as many people as possible and avoid scandals. They will willingly or not censor more and more, more and more. Uh, but also on the other side, there's a huge amount of data, and there's only so much manpower you can assign to this, right? So they're gonna flag some certain words. So because of that, I think my channel wasn't always treated fairly. Or although, obviously, if you open any one of my episodes and just click around, you'll be like, what the fuck's with this idiot? He swears a lot. He talks all sort of shit. You got to I have to grow on you, right? So I think that plus the long form content I tend to do isn't always YouTube friendly. I guess I wanted to expand to a better platform, but what you gonna do? It's better than doing nothing, right? At least it keeps me sane when I don't have work. So I appreciate that. I truly do, guys. Thank you for keeping me company a lot of the times here. Okay, so today, oh, by the way, did you guys see that Twitter like banned the word, what was it, simp? You guys know the slang simp. The simp is a simp is like a dude who reacts to the most basic instincts of a man when it comes to online or offline relationships with women. Like it's a kind of a insult, whatever, but it's like, boy, what, don't be a fucking simp, right? Like sending her like comments with your lovely, all sorts of, like, you guys know this like stereotypical fucking male, like, dude, don't you realize your friends like see these comments too, or whatever? That's like that's a simp, you know what I mean? Nagging the girl, knowing nothing about anything. They just like instinct, I like you. That's a simp, right? I got her flowers. I don't understand why the fuck you. I bought you dinner and flowers, but why don't you fuck me, right? But they're actually very nice friend zone people, so-called nice guys, or self-called nice guys. Those type of people. And Twitter, not Twitter, forgive me, Twitch, the streaming platform for gamers and such. You know what I mean? They banned the word because it was used as an insult. It's like, don't you guys get language is fluid? You ban one thing, another fucking thing opens up. They'll modify it somehow, and you're doing the Barbara Streisand effect. You know what I mean? I think it's called because Barbara Streisand, something happened with her publicly, or some sort of shit leaked out. I forget. But anyway, she tried to stop it like with lawyers and shit, and it became even more viral because of her trying actively trying not to. Same here, right? Yeah, Twitch, Delia. So yeah, it was just like it's fluid, dude. You can't you'll ban this. So this, like I was talking years ago, it's slowly gonna fall, and the more all will remain will remain these badge terms. You know what I mean? Like these pillars of how the things you're supposed to say to seem okay, and then the underlying layer of society will be like in communism. You know what I mean? Like where you could kind of speak freely, but you have to watch who you are saying it to, and you better hope it's people underground. And with today's recording technology, it's gonna be more censorship even in between friends, just because stupid little shit like this. Why would you ban simp? Right? There's so many other like bad words you could ban. Let's see. Actually, let's see together, guys. Let's see what other. I wonder if Twitch has more banned words. Let's see together. Let's see. Twitch. How should I search this? Official list of Twitch banned words. All right, let's go. What you can say? Let me give you a little bit of preview here. Laptop up. Laptop up. Why does this button not work? Come on, buddy. Come on, please don't give up on me now. Okay. This is no, please. I had a preset where I appear in the screen, in the corner of the screen, but they're not working right now. I hate, you know what I fucking hate? I hate when software updates automatically, even if you like press the fucking thing not to update, then it kind of finds a way. Or it nags you for fucking forever. Like these Logitech drivers for the mice and shit, and they have the stupidest fucking thing where not only do they update their thing, but the settings you had don't fucking translate correctly, but they also kind of like this Logitech fucking driver I have, it updates every fucking 3 days. And you have to click the whole thing and okay. And your shortcuts for your mouse and keyboard and your devices, Logitech devices, the custom keys, they don't work until you either update or say later and close the thing and then manually open the fucking thing. It's like, are you guys trying to make my life fucking hard? You know what I mean? The Logitech ones especially, like they just piss me off as a video producer and editor. You count on those fucking shortcuts and then you open the thing. I want to waste fucking 3 minutes now and kind of figure it out later. And then I have to manually open the fucking thing again. And when it does update, then it's fucking none of it. Like, what are you talking about? I didn't even heard of this key before. It's on the fucking keyboard. I programmed it 1,000 fucking times. My apology, people. Let's read this fucking thing. What can't you say on Twitch? Stupid Twitch. Okay. Twitch streamers can be banned, blah, 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 blah. Ban Twitch. Twitch banned words. Offensive speech is defined by the words and conversations that promote or encourage discrimination. Harassment or violent speech is based on the following: ethnicity or race. All right, so you hopefully, you can't drop the N-word. Religious beliefs. Oh, Jesus Christ. What if it's a phrase? What if people are fucking around? All right, whatever. Gender. Now it's with gender and gender identity. Listen, these are the little fucking things that drive me crazy. Like there's 1% of gender people and people in LGBTQ when it comes to, we're not talking lesbians here, even and they fight amongst each other too, but is it like a small 0.1% and they're so fucking vocal and now you can't mention gender is nothing to do. Everybody's so easily offended. I know it's a cliche by now, we've been talking about this shit for 10 years, but why gender? What if I'm watching the Twitch live stream and I know one of my friends is calling or is commenting and I call him a pussy, now you suddenly you misgendered them. Yeah, I did. It was intentional. I was trying to hurt his feelings because he was being a pussy. Don't ban that. That's the little things that make human. Now, if you're gonna go drop the N word and start being like, yeah, you know, X insert motherfucker, like you dumb whatever the fuck, right? Then yeah, go fuck yourself. This is bad. But when it comes to gender, I don't identify. Well, identity is so like you're an idiot. Well, I don't identify as an idiot. Well, I identify you as a fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up. It's like I know it's gender, but it's the same. It's like it's little things. Whatever. Sexual orientation and also hold on. And sexual orientation can result in it's so stupidly so and then it's supposed to be can result in sexual orientation can result in a suspension. If you have any sexual orientation, dog, on Twitch, don't you fucking show nothing. Bad. This is such a badly written article. All right. Other bannable offenses, Other bannable offensive include abusive against people due to their medical conditions, disabilities, physical characteristics, age, or veteran status. Yeah, again, dude, if you're gonna fucking make fun of the disability people like an asshole, then yeah, you fucking banned. But even then, it's like subjective. You know, you fucking like here in Romania. And I know there's a couple of English listeners here in Romania, and we literally have like, are you handicapped? Like a R word, like a retarded word, and it's you say it between friends. It's you don't say it to like somebody who actually is. Yeah, it's the risk of that person over hurting it, but you know those people are tough. They know how to fucking It's like being a woman to the power of 5, because you know what men think, but also in their cases they know what all people think, right? So they're tough cookies, a lot of them. So yeah, in that sense, it like. Other bannable offenses, abuse against people due to their medical condition. Yeah, well then, again, it's so vague. It's so vague. For the sake of vagueness, they're gonna censor everything. Online is gonna be so boring. It already is a lot of the times. You gotta know when to search and how to search to actually find like a little algorithm that kind of gives you relevant shit. And even those are broken, right? Because then you read a little fucking you searched the other day for. Oh no, I donated. I donated for like I made a couple of donations for like people with disabilities. That's all I get on YouTube. Like this, the clips recommended, and it's like, dude, I did one Google once. Fuck off. So even those are broken. Anyway, stay on point, you asshole. All right, I'm steaming, people. I'm steaming. Human, don't embarrass me live. Sometimes I can't stop this fucking thing because it's radio and doesn't always work. Anyway, let's see what it says here. Come on. There we go. Medical condition, yeah, disabilities, physical characteristics. What is this disability? Is fat a disability? Fat is not a disability, obviously, but even morbidly obese, it's a self-inflicted, you need some shame. You know what I mean? You need some shame, a little bit. And yes, you're lovely and beautiful. You guys saw the last 2 podcasts with fat shaming and whatever the fuck. People who are fat symbols and then they decide to live healthier and then their fans betray them, some of them, the asshole ones. Medical condition. Now, I can make fun of you. I won't be like, you fat fuck, shut the fuck up, you fat fuck. I don't know. Maybe ban that dude. Don't put it like a general rule where I can't fucking say, hey, that kitty looks kind of chubby. But it sees the word fat, stupid kitty. And it's like, no, you're offensive. I'm pissed. Sorry. Let's go on. I want to talk about something else. What the fuck? Let's see what you guys have to say. Delia says in now the fight, okay, we can hear the happiness in your voice. All right, cool. I try as much as possible to have at least 3 meals a day. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I get lost in my duties for work. Yeah, I understand. Fece Debe, Yo Cosmin, what's up, buddy? Twitch. Here's a quote Delia pasted for me. We will take action against the used terms like simp, incel, or virgin. Why, though? Why? Why is virgin will never disappear, especially, amongst men. It's a term of like, what are you, a virgin? Listen, man, I know ladies who are listening, I know you kind of think this is a joke. Men, a lot of us, like a lot of us, most of us, if it weren't for like proving yourself in some sort of way to a woman or to your society or some sense to get a woman, especially when you're younger, you wouldn't start up any road. Yeah, if after a while you get, other wants, and those can still be underlying the sex part. I believe it better not truly disappear. But then you do it because you understand why it gives you more like equilibrium and being a better person, and then you do it out of for a purpose. But to start off with, fucking to get pussy is everything. So yeah, we would remember girls, the first girl that fucked in your high school. Nobody wanted to for the word to get out. One of your friends, the first one who had sex. But in between girls, that girl's kind of cool, right? Same with guys, but even to the power of 5. Shut the fuck up, virgin. Like, imagine some virgin dude trying to like self-proclaimed virgin dude in his 30s trying to tell you about women. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. What the fuck? Shut up. All right. I don't want to listen to nothing you said, right? Especially about humanity and shit. So fuck out of here. Banning the fucking word virgin. Use negatively or to another person's sexual practices. Yeah. Fuck that. You want to fucking stream, say you're supposed to stream, right? Sometimes you say the stupidest shit in your life. They're going to ban you on that. Go fuck yourself, Twitch. A Twitch spokesperson told The Verge, I was actually trying to help not be a smartass. Oh, you should start having a little bit of confidence in yourself. I wouldn't never assumed you were trying to be a smartass. Don't worry about it. Delia, have more confidence in yourself. You don't always have to excuse yourself. Your notes. What's up, buddy? Good evening, chat. Good evening, Cosmin. What's up, buddy? Sometimes you post sometimes I have your notes on Facebook and a couple of kids his age, and sometimes he posts, and it's like my pulse of what kids like in Romania right nowadays, or what smarter kids post as ironic or whatever the fuck. Cosmin posts them. Sometimes I like them. I don't know if I click like, but I definitely like them. I usually click like. What do you think about the COVID vaccine, says Raluca Ioana? I'll never get to what I want to talk about, but it's okay. The COVID vaccine. I don't know, man. On the one side, the memes are sure funny. On both sides. But somehow, like, I feel in any country, Romania, any other second, third world country, all these memes get watered down from the US. And to the stupidest layer of society, the more it's copied, I feel the more the resolution of the meme and the quality of it kind of gets to shit, because I don't know, it's just a theory. But don't you guys think that's true? It's like a meme from America. The one with you don't want to take the vaccine, but you don't know what's in your fucking hot dog or whatever the fuck. And that got translated to sarmale, and you know what I mean? And the quality of the pictures of the meme gets shittier and shittier every time they change it. It's horrific. Yeah, what do I think about the vaccine? What do you guys think about the vaccine? I think it's I'll take it eventually. Obviously I'm pro-vaccine, especially the people who see me. I'm vaccinated. That's why I'm alive, dude. I was such a sickly, fucking prickly kid when I was younger. My mom took care of me so many times when I was almost dying. Sometimes a couple of times, close to literally, right? And she was and if it wasn't for vaccine, fucking dead. Right? So, of course, I'm pro-vaccines. My problem is, it's like with religion, you know what I mean? There's the people who is the religion itself and the word you say, your interpretation of it, whatever the fuck, right? The way the doctors say, the politicians, the way they use the vaccine or whatever the fuck. Ultimately, what matters in this case is, was it tested well enough? So I believe in the stats. I'm not going to take it starting the next year, especially because I'm younger, even if I do smoke a lot. I'm younger, and I was a sports guy all my life. I trust my stupid little body a little bit. I'm going to wait out a little bit. I know some people, like a couple of my friends, even one of my closest friends, Danik, he called me a couple of days ago, and he said, he had the COVID and he was like a mild case or whatever the fuck. But then he's a smart dude. He was like, I'm gonna go take an X-ray of my after he was cleared and had no more positive results on the test. He went to a doctor to make a chest X-ray. He had lesions on his fucking lungs, dude. And I know you guys heard about cases like this. I have a couple of friends who had lesions. So yeah, I don't know. It's lesions, and you fuck up for your life. Again, playing into my stupid rationalization of the shitty way I sometimes live my life. It's like, in my like most primordial scared part of my brain, I'm like, maybe smoking so much in your life kind of like already scarred your lungs a little bit, and now the COVID won't be able to scar it more because you have like this batatura, like this fucking hard skin of a fucking. That's my stupid little head. Obviously, I'm more predisposed to fucking having severe. Plus, it's a new strain now. I don't fucking know, guys. On the one side, you got to realize normally a vaccine takes at least 5 to 10 years. I think the record for a vaccine was like, I might be pulling this figure out of my ass, but it was something like 8 years or some shit. Like the fastest turnout from like discovering the disease and starting to analyze it to running through the trials human, then approve animals if they're compatible, then approve to humans or whatever the fuck. And now, on the one hand, I do expect it to be a bit faster. You know what I mean? I do expect it for it to be a little bit. It was a never. Did you guys ever? There's older people watching me too. I'm 33, right? Older, 40, 50. You ever catch anything like this in your life? Fucking no, right? So it's obviously there's like a medical interest there for money and for like general safety. So it could speed it up, but I can't help to think that initially, after all these tests, Viagra was designed for heart. It was for heart disease, dude. If you had hypotension or hypertension, it would reduce your blood pressure in your heart. But then they discovered this, it sends all that pressure from your heart to your cock. And that was in testing. Yeah, now it's one of the best fucking products of Pfizer as a company, but that was tested thoroughly, even if it was the 90s, 80s, whatever the fuck, right? That was tested thoroughly, and then there's this huge, forget my pun, side effect. It just was lower. It wasn't in your heart. So yeah, this is like 8 months, super huge rollout. And so as much as I'd like to be part of the collective dick suckery of the hipster YouTuber and the social media stars here in Romania, I'm skeptical. I'm careful. If the stats go okay, I might take it during summer, maybe even autumn, or maybe sooner. Never say never, but I will have to be convinced statistically. And even if stats do already have started to come out, I never forget that it's pharma, and being pharma, they definitely have an interest to also sell it, even if all lights are on them. So, and plus this whole political, like, people swear by the vaccine, like, yeah, it's a vaccine. 99.3% of us react okay, but it's not this miracle Jesus thing where it's like, I'm pro-vaccine, and if you're completely arguing with me being pro-vaccine, you must be anti-vax, therefore you're an asshole. I disagree. There's a lot of gray there, and it's important for us to ask questions. So if that's the case, go fuck yourself. Go bathe in that fucking left socialist, whatever the fuck side you're on, right? Where you just like each other's memes and go to sleep at night thinking you're right, without actually asking the right questions. I'll wait to answer your question. I'll wait. I am optimistically skeptical. Does that make any sense? Is that a thing? All right. Let's see what do you guys have to say. Delia says, yeah, but it's kind of, come on, you dyslexic asshole. Excuse me. Delia says, Yeah, but I think of kids calling each other virgins as an insult. If you're a pubescent, pimped-faced kid, do you really need extra pressure? Yeah, you do. Listen, we're all bullied. I was bullied. It's part of, especially when I was a man. It's not. I don't agree with bullying. And when I grew to be, in the basketball team of in my high school, when I was already like kind of tall and whatever the fuck, I would not. I would like. You know how it's the hazing from the start of the year. I would be the 12th grade dude who went to the other classes to make sure those fucking kids weren't bullied. Right? I'm like, all right, lay off them. Why? Just fucking lay off them. That's enough. Right? So I'm obviously not pro bully, but not completely anti. What is bullying? A little bit of fucking. It hits it. You hit yourself against some realities when you bully, right? Either you like it or not. I was bullied. Then I was like, fuck it. I like basketball. I like watching it. Then I was tried my hard, and not for the bullies, for me, because I liked it. But I also saw like it's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? It was for me, but it was also for pussy. But it was also for like, fuck that dude. Next time I see him, now I have these fucking huge arms and I'll fucking rip him apart. A little bullying is okay, right? Uh, and a little bullying shouldn't be called bullying. Should be called, I don't know, a little bit of hard truth, distasteful hard truth, maybe somehow. Defy it in another way than bullying, because then everybody's gonna like take a block. Oh, I'm bullied. Oh, I'm fat. I'm supposed to be fat. I'm bullied. Oh, I'm too skinny. Yeah, you're a little bit of pussy. If you can change that, yeah. If it's a precondition, then shut the fuck up. Stop making fun of people who had it worse than you. Right? I'm talking about constructive bullyism. It's such a thing. Do you need the extra pressure? Yeah, I do need the extra pressure. My pressure was like, I want to satisfy girls up until like 24. And then I was like, they better satisfy me. I had more confidence then. And then I kind of reached a happy medium where I forgave myself a little bit. I forgave women as a generalization, the third woman. And then it was pretty good. Yanut says, not much, doing a quick English homework and then enjoying this sort of chaos podcast alongside these lovely people. That's lovely said. That being said, you're not fucking doing any homework, are you? You're just already listening to it, so obviously you're not concentrating. Are you copying it off somebody? Buddy? You probably are. Dude, who's Raluca? You're kind of my age. Did you catch Referate Pungro? Or are you way younger? I thought you were like 30. I asked you once. I forget the number. Yeah, Referate Pungro, that was my go-to, you know. It was this website. It was just copy shit. And back then, teacher had no... Dude, you know what I realized this week? There are no, like, truly stupid people. I know somewhere inside it's inherent. It's about curiosity. But at a macro level, if you step way back... Some people just don't Google, dude. They don't know, and I use Google as a term for search. Like, just take the extra minute and give it a, or at least not on all domains, right? You know, it's kind of like, and I have my girl as an example for that. She generally, if she has a task, she'll take it seriously and do research. No problem there. She's a pro. And even if, especially if she wants to make gifts or any sort of like thing, she gets so like implicated, and she makes all these boards and plans, and like I aspire, like, well, you're the fucking I aspire for that. She aspires for my chaos. Don't worry about it. But when it comes to her entertainment, she's like, I finished Sex in the City with her. I marginally watched because that show, I've seen it so many times when I was a kid. But I saw like every 2 episodes, I would see one with her, right, together, and whatever, we would comment on it, and I kind of told her what I learned from each episode, because I was like 15 when they were 16 when they were running live, right, in 2000. So that was the show back then. So and then we finished that series, and I was like, baby, I'm gonna play a game. And you find a series to watch. First, she took a couple of Christmas, like these silly Christmas movies. She opened, actually, and she was sitting here in the studio with me. I was playing my fucking game. She was watching those movies, and she wouldn't like it. One of them sounded good because kind of like a anti-Christmas Christmas movie, like meta a little bit. But she was lucky with that one. But the next couple of ones, just the most basicless, like basiest. And she's no stupid girl. She's like, I just wanted to escape. I wanted like waste too much time on this. I just want to see the thumbnail, like click it. But I can lively see it on her face. You know what I mean? Like halfway through the movie, she'll start losing interest and open her Instagram. I'm like, you said you don't want to waste like 15 minutes to shoot a Google before. For what to watch, there has to be a top. That's like I told you guys in Romanian too back in the day, right? Like that's how I learned everything, right? I would search top best movies of whatever the fuck. You know, top IMDb back in 2006 when nobody was using it, right? What is the best from this? And I'll try not to waste my time. I'll definitely discover things more, and it'll get me even more invested into that particular subject, right? No, and I look at her struggling halfway through the movie, paying attention. I'm like, you wasted an hour and a half. You didn't just waste the 15 minutes. You wasted an hour and a half. Same with the TV series. She ended the movie the second day, like, okay, I got to find a series. And she started this Once Upon a Time. She ended up liking it, kind of, but it was one of those formulaic fucking, like, supernatural shows. I'm like, why didn't you Google, baby? Why? There's so many. Ask me. I'm like an archive of so many funny shows. You know what I mean? Ask me. But no, she powered through 6 of those fucking, probably the first 2 or 3 were good. Then they ran on ideas and they go through the usual fucking thing. There has to be a musical one now, and then they suddenly the set has to change. And being 6 seasons, you know, if you have a limited number of characters, the good guys have to be bad guys in one season, and then they have to be good again. This type of like losing interest mumbo jumbo. And I'm like, baby, why the hell won't you Google? To go back to my previous idea from which I entered this one, people don't search and don't search for like everything when it comes to. I'm not saying be insecure. What you know, but what you don't know, why not? Why waste your time? You know what I mean? Or why not go in prepared? Yeah. So I truly don't believe it's about interest. If you have the information at your disposal, and you have a little bit of self-conscious, yeah, let go once in a while. Watch the stupidest shit. God knows I do. But I compartmentalize it. You know what I mean? I just put it, all right, this the dumb shit over. Other shit that wastes my time, but more useful to me. You know what I mean? That type of shit. There's no stupidity. There's just people not searching, taking things at face value. Fucking simps. Go. Sure is good not to be on Twitch, people. All right. Let me have some water because I'm speaking my fucking head off here. Is the sound okay, people? 1 2 1 2. Yeah. All right. Raluca Ioana. I wouldn't try now. I'll probably do it after I see the effects of the guinea pigs. Problem is with my father who had a heart surgery 4 years ago. Oh my God. I'm stressed about his reaction to the vaccine. Yeah, rightfully so. First of all, don't call people guinea pigs. You snob. Don't call people guinea pigs. Some people are maybe in the same situation as you, maybe more vulnerable, and they just hope. They're not dumb. They're not dumb. They're people. They're scared. And I don't know, if I was a higher risk, as much as I worry for my grandma, right, I would have been maybe even more worried for myself. I try not to judge. People, if they want to take it, they should take it. But yeah, after I get a few stats, I'll take it eventually. If everything is okay. As much as as far as your father's concerned. It's kind of delicate, isn't it? Yeah. Did you look into like how it affects people with heart problems particularly? Maybe that would be something to look into. I probably you idiot. Of course she fucking did. You dumb fucking shit. How the fuck would she wouldn't? Yeah, you're right. I apologize. All right, Janusz. I hope he's gonna be okay. I would wait a little bit. I don't know if I. What would I do? What the fuck would I do if I were you? Yeah, no, I would definitely wait at least another month or two. Just isolate him as much as I don't know life allows. Maybe he has to work. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he has to get exposed. And maybe February, March, use your best stats and your best intuition. Surround yourself with or call your best, more knowledgeable friends. And I don't know, take a decision then. I guess I really feel for you. You must be so tense. Health to your dad, girl. I do remember the post you shared on Facebook with Trump saying he has COVID and it's okay. And behind he was connected to the medical tube, such as with doctors near him. That is actually sad. Yo, that's the truth, buddy. As for the vaccine itself, we are pretty lucky, I would say, because we, the young people, get to take it supposedly in April. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. My cousin had so many people around me had it. It's a miracle that I didn't get it yet. Um, I can't wait. Oh shit. So until April. Oh, I skipped some lines. Come on, idiot. Uh, Justine says because you kind of have this botura. Okay. So until April, we can see how the vaccine reacts to the other age categories and other people suffering from other diseases as well, like Raluca said. Uh, still, I can't wait for the memes about the vaccine to appear, like those memes with the anti-vaxxers that disappeared after you sneezed on them. That disappear after you sneeze on. Listen, I don't want it to be memes. I'd rather everything is okay. There's gonna be memes done anyway. I'm gonna talk to the guys that are watching now or in the future. It's the 23rd of December, 2020, and I know this isn't just me. I know it's not in my head. I notice this every week. I pay every year. I pay attention to this, and February to March every year, and the articles shitting on men sure toned down. They sure tone down during holidays, right? Because some of these independent girls, they want gifts. So they like lay low for a little month or two per year. And they start to rack up again after that. That was just a little thing. Janut, you seem young. Pay attention to that in the future. Take it from a knowingly grandpa, a brother. What about cyberbullying? Like Filthy Frank said, it's just a bunch of kids typing each other. To stop it, they should close the computer. I feel like I know who Filthy Frank is. Sorry, I feel like I should know. Cyberbullying. Just close the laptop. 5 years ago, me would probably agree with Filthy Frank. And mostly I agree now too. But it's easier. It's easier once you're past 25, even 20. It's still like, you kind of break away from some things. You get a chance to reinvent yourself after you finish high school. Either you do higher education or you start work, you get a fresh perspective. But for kids nowadays, dog, like I said a few podcasts ago, imagine being a 16-year-old kid and having a 16-year-old kid right now, or an 11-year-old girl. Same here. Like, especially nowadays, they get so limited contact with outside that the only thing they can do to socialize, which is a basic need, just like sex, just like hunger, just like whatever the fuck, right? They can only get that through the screen nowadays. Even when it was not COVID, they still did that. So it's easy to say just close the thing. I think it's coming from, if you say that, it's coming from a side where you just kind of preaching for likes of your camp. You know what I mean? They should just fucking close that. You hear that, you fucking 26-year-old smartass? Shut up. I don't know shit now. I just want to make fun of commercials. Well, you're an asshole. Fuck you. Right? So it's easy to say, but I couldn't even imagine. I truly feel for these kids. I can't imagine. And sure, they're good kids, bad kids, kids who are bad who are becoming good. It's all fluid, but still, close the fucking thing and do what? Go outside to the store without your fucking phone, or go take a shit without your phone. You have a little panic attack, don't you? I do. Just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. You're alone with yourself again. You're alone. Here come the thoughts. You're behind on work. You haven't achieved as much as you thought in the last few years. You've gotten fat. Why, you can't poop? Come on, poop while thinking of this. Your cat hates you. He likes you only when you give him food. Face it, dude. Wrinkles are appearing. Let go of your dreams. And you don't know why your asshole is like tight and you're not pooping, right? You have your phone. Frontal cortex is disabled. Let me get it. Then your asshole just goes still. It's the same process when you're driving, you know what I mean? I actually believe that. This is based on pure, yours truly bullshit. But you know how I always told you guys that I wrote my best material, especially when it came to anything I do, comedy for clients or whatever the fuck. I wrote the best of it when I was driving on the highway, a little bit of music, and I can just disconnect. When I'm showering, and my theory, or maybe not just my theory, but I'm too stupid to know whose, is that the part that kind of thinks about all your problems and puts like when you're trying to think creatively, it kind of puts barriers, you know, it puts like stops in front of your synapses to go in all sorts of directions, right? That thing gets busy watching the fucking road. Don't die, car, switch. That guy flashes, coming in a little bit fast. So that side's busy. But you're not completely overloaded, right? But in the back, that frees up your fucking creativity and shit. So you can get lost in these long trains of thoughts. You know what I mean? Connecting shit you wouldn't even give yourself time to connect otherwise because you're too busy getting distracted at every scroll you take, right? While anxiety is rising. Same with taking a shower, right? Taking a shower, not a shit, sorry, a shower. Because you don't get to take your phone in. Same there. You get lost a little bit. I like it. I'm the type of dude who likes it warmer, right? My girl's, it's too hot. Fuck you. It's not. Get out of my shower. Wait your turn. Yeah, then I kind of like put my headphones or whatever, or maybe no headphones in. Sometimes it just wastes like 20 minutes. I'm already clean, but I'm on autopilot, kind of like thinking of whatever the fuck I'm thinking and just continuously wiping in between my butt cheeks. I can't continue my idea. Like, dude, they're cleaner than you could eat off those. Get out of the shower. You have things to do. Those are the best fucking times. Same here. But I believe that, like, since they do take the same part of, I think that's why you can't do both. Also, like, pay attention to. I made my point. No sense to say. I'm sure you understand. Or if you have to have. You're in a period where you have to travel a lot and do a lot of long roads, you'll eventually figure this out. You probably know it, but younger kids might not. Water, dude, water. How long has it been? 54 minutes. I didn't even start. Today was truly a conversation with you guys because I didn't even open my fucking cell phone, which in a sense is good because do I still have at least a phone on? No, I don't. Stupid computer. All right, so let's read a couple of more. By the way, tomorrow me and my girl are doing a Romanian podcast, the Frustrated one, on the other channel. And we're going to make it Christmas themed. We wanted to play a little Christmas game with each other. I don't know if it's going to turn out okay, but tune in tomorrow too. It's going to be fun. Let's hope. In Romanian. Deadline. I'm trying. Deadline is 11:59. Oh man, I was so many times I was close to that deadline, dog. So many times. And we both know that I'll send it at 11:58. Fuck that, homie. You got to roll with the big boys. The way I sent it, it was like 12:17, and my sincerest apologies. That's living life on the edge, son. Fuck 11:58. Please, my cat got sick. I was pasting the incomplete pages from copying from other pages at 11:56. Still pasting shit. Why, dude? Listen, you're a procrastinator. I get it. We all are. A lot of us are. No, not all. We all are definitely not. And some of us are better off for it. But you gotta get that shit fixed, dog. Seriously, or at least diminish it. I diminished it. I don't think I definitely didn't get it fixed, and now I'm 33. But you know, you have good periods, bad periods, but you can't just let it. Oh, just the way I am. Nah, too easy. Too easy of an answer. You're letting yourself off the hook too easily. Said the guy who sleeps 6 hours a night chaotically. All right. 35. I always forget you're older than me. I don't know. Now that I know your face and everything, you seem younger. Take that as a compliment. Ahaha, referate punto, the funniest blast from the past. Ooh, we got old school people here. Loud and clear. He works remote, so he is. We're talking about Raluca's dad again. He works remote, so he is most of the times isolated. In regards to the vaccine, he will wait for the approval from his doctor. That dude is a guru when it comes to heart surgeries. Yeah. Although, yeah, I don't know. I saw both Scrubs and House MD, and if it's one thing I learned from those people is the people who give out the diagnosis versus the surgeon. The surgeon will always be more like, let's chop it off. That's what I learned from that shows. Always have a second opinion, even if it costs an arm and a leg nowadays, to go literal on it. Yeah, no, don't paste links, dude. I can't click on them. Oh, but you can highlight. Oh, Filthy Frank. You're giving me Filthy Frank. I won't watch tonight, man. I just want to play Cyberpunk after this and unwind. As I told the psychologist, I find various occupations so that I don't have time to think. If I have time to think, I get depressed. Yeah. Well, I think now it's a good time not to let yourself. So I think this is fight or flight, right? So right now you're flight. But then it's your way to fight the way worse situation if you would fight your depression right now. But once you get a chance to relieve yourself, I think you should hit that depression head on. Let yourself be depressed for a week, but always have it in the back of your head. All right, everything is better now. Remember in the summer when it was shitty, in the winter when it was shitty. So I guess after, hopefully everything will be okay. Then that depression isn't linked only to that, I'm sure, or at least the way of coping with it. What I'm saying is it's no time to preach on depression now since times are shitty. And I'm talking to myself now. I'm not preaching as like somebody who overcame it. Whatever the fuck. I deal with it, right? To a little degree. I don't want to compare myself to like true depressed people. So we should use another term. Bummed out. Like majorly bummed out, right? But then you have to hit it head on with your psychologist or with yourself, whatever you have to do. You have to like not just hit the depression, hit your way of coping with it. So sometimes I complain to my girl. I'm like, why can't I just, I've been through my cycles so many times, right? I have cycles about a year or two where I go depressed, highly productive. Shit happens. I get depressed again, highly productive. And these windows while they do get shorter and shorter as time goes by. So first of all, the biggest one must have been, I was in my 20s, right? Like 2 years of being good and then shitty. And then it was a year and a half of going back to productive and going to depressed or whatever the fuck. And I still struggle with it, but the way you shorten that period is sometimes you know the tricks and you hit it head on. My problem is, and I always complain to my girl, is like, why the fuck, if I know all that's coming, why am I not even more efficient with it? Why do I always have to hit rock fucking bottom before I do it? Right? And I have some answers, I have some theories, and I know them all, right? I know how to rationalize, or not rationalize, I know the strings, right? But it doesn't action versus thinking so easily to think, right? Fuck. For now, give yourself a break. I laid off a little bit when it comes to my smoking. I know it's a shitty time to smoke even more, but I laid off of myself a little bit and I give myself a break. I'm like, come on. Even if you quit now, like it's not gonna fucking make you any healthier for 2 months if you do get it. So just rather than handling depression head on, I indulge in it a little bit, or I indulge in the unhealthy things that make me forget about it a little bit. But I always keep it in the mind, like, okay, let's use the next occasion to jump on that bitch. So hopefully I'll use this 2021 to improve it a little bit. Yonut says, I'm 20, a lazy ass that started 2 books, haven't finished one, and I'm still trying to get the motivation to do it. Dude, I haven't read 2 complete books in years. Even the Jordan Peterson book, who I love, I think I posted the first time it came. Like, I ordered it as soon as it came out back in 2016 or something. I encouraged people back then to get it. The 12 Rules of Life. Even that I didn't finish. And I have it on audiobook and whatever the fuck. I didn't finish. Part of it was because I know the theories. I discovered this man from his first Rogan podcast. I think it was 2015, maybe 16. I don't know. And then I went to his channel. Back then it had like, every clip had like 26,000 views. Those long ass lectures from the Toronto University he has on his channel. The ones that people kind of chop up now into like short, concise bits with inspirational music in the background, posted them everywhere, right? Those, I saw them in raw when I discovered Jordan Peterson. So a part of them I kind of knew or understood, or I already threw it against my theories and adjusted how they water. Sorry guys, I smoked a little bit too much. We're having fun here. But the book, I didn't finish a book in such a long time. Lazy. But prioritize, I'm finishing other things. Lazy is too much. I heard a lot of the time that I'm a smart guy and that has a great memory and such. No motivation. I like to stay in my comfort zone. Wait, what? Lazy ass is too much. I heard a lot of the time that I'm a smart guy that has a great memory and such, with no much motivation. I like to stay in my comfort zone even though it has no benefits for my life. Yeah, that's a real issue, dude. People don't really talk about that, but that's a real issue, and I can definitely empathize with you, kid. Same here. Like, I don't know. I made this joke in the past, but it's like with the gym. I don't go to the gym to look like an Adonis. I go to the gym so I can still live shitty, so that I can look decent and relatively be decent, at least at this age. Same here. Didn't really pay attention in class. I did my last homework when I was maybe 7th grade or 8th grade. Like, close to the truth. Maybe and like when the teacher got really serious, but the rest of it I just copy or not do it. But I was like, I remember people saying like, he's a smart kid. He's just not ambitious. He's a smart kid. Now the classes I did like physics and like philosophy or whatever the fuck, right? I would pay attention, and just like you, and there's a lot of people like us, people with potential that never achieve it or in danger of, right? And I did hear the same things. So because I've heard the same things, I'm like, I'll do good. I'm okay anyway, right? So you had maybe a little bit of a genetical advantage because whatever that fucking gene is that like encourages obsessiveness, you know what I mean? I don't mean just passion for a subject. I mean curiosity to the point of obsession. You're either into it and you go so deep, right? It catches your attention, or you're fucking out. And same with classes. You have like a professor who's dear with you, or some matter that you're pretty good at. I would never do homework or read up at home. Whatever I caught in class, I caught in class. And then I finished with 6. Same with the gym, right? If I did the homework, I always prided and then you become proud of it, right? I always prided myself as not reading anything, but still passing the exam with 6 or whatever the fuck, rather than the kid who studied all night and had an 8. It turns into this pride that you kind of like learn to use to rationalize your procrastination. Being told as a kid that you're pretty smart can be damaging. That's why I'll call my kid my dumbass. It makes so much sense. That's why I told you guys I'll never take coke. You know what I mean? Because my ego is big enough. I think my mom foresaw that from knowing my dad. And kind of like when I was little, I was like, 8, why not 9? 9, why not 10? 10, why not 11? You're an idiot. Get the fuck out of here. A little bit of tough love. Don't worry, she wasn't abusive. She knew when to be motherly and lovingly. It wasn't one of those relationships. But she had hard love too, right? What is this? You can do better. No, you know you can do better. Shut up. No, stop the bullshit. Yeah, then you have to learn to be your own parent and stop the bullshit. All right. I've been struggling with depression over the last 4 years, says Raluca. In the last year, I've learned how to react when it hits me hard. Yeah. Well, that's good. I'll be honest with you, Raluca, and this is not because I'm on some show or whatever the fuck. I still think of my dad every day. That was 3 years ago, and it hit me so hard when I lost him. Not only because of losing him and all my troubles with him, and maybe not having time to say everything I wanted to say to him, although we did say a lot of things. But maybe not taking the time earlier to whatever. But not only that, but also the pressure of being the man of the whole family now. You know what I mean? And handling business and trying to build myself alive and keep my passions alive and marrying this beautiful girl that loves me. And I never really got back from that yet either. And I told you guys, and I told you too, Raluca, I went to see a psychologist and I really liked the dude. But I never really got back from it. So sometimes you gotta lower your threshold a little bit, and don't report yourself to how good you feel like you should have been by now, or how good you must have been before this whole period started. You report yourself to smaller goals, like I'm better than I was yesterday, and you try to like build a positive feedback loop. You know what I mean? Do better and do better until you kind of fall off a little bit, right? You fail a little deadline here, something that you proposed there, maybe not dating enough here. Then you get down on yourself, then you go back again. And I think with baby steps, we can. I still think about him every day, like he slips in to a thought or something he said, But I'm better than yesterday, and that's what I cling on to. I'm better than yesterday, so it's okay. Tomorrow might be even better than this one. I'm not like, oh fuck, when you were 2016 you were the top of the world, and I gave myself that break. Try to do the same. Baby steps, and they have to be goal based. This is important to say. If you don't define them, this is starting to sound like a TED speech. I'm water. That's why I speak so fucking glued together. This is too sweet. If you don't contour them into something well defined, you won't get that serotonin hit from achieving them. So you don't exactly put enough responsibility on yourself to make a plan. But even if you do climb up, the stairs in your psyche won't be evident, the stairs you climbed, because they weren't well defined. So you'll fall back. It's like the stairs become a slope because you climbed a little bit, but you look back, you don't not exactly sure how you climb. You slip back again. You're not exactly sure how you fell. And I'm struggling with that too. I'm not, again, I know the theory. I've been through the loops, right? But those things combined, like defining it and taking it baby steps, not comparing yourself, it helped me a lot. I hope it helps you too. All right. Delia says, yeah, it never goes away, but you learn to live with it. Or other things. It can be loss of parents. It could be broken dreams. It can be broken heart. Never trusting the other sex again because, I don't know, you've had bad luck or whatever. It can be whatever. It just, I don't know, guys. We're learning together. Some tricks to cope, says Delia, and process feelings. No one is always happy. Yeah. You need shitty times to appreciate the less shitty times. Yeah. It's very wise and very nice. It doesn't do shit when you feel like shit. You know the phrase. You hate it in that moment. Shut up. You'd say to yourself. Yes, ambitious. That was the word. Turned out with an hour and 31 minutes ahead. Whoop, whoop. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Way better man than I ever was. Dude, even my dissertation, dog. This is no bullshit. My dissertation was, the deadline was, no, what's the first? The license degree where you, the license work, not the master's, the university one. That was like half a day late. Seriously, I think it was 8 a.m. on whatever. And then I gave it at 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. And it was my accounting teacher. I really liked her. Not that way. She's like a friend, like a very good friend. And she's like, I'll fucking call the people. And are you dumb? I'm like, I'm dumb. I'm fucking dumb. Yeah, and she barely got, I would have like wasted half a year because it was ready. That's the one thing I did kind of like, I work on. No, it was like, I did work on the licenses. Oh, one of them at least. Right? But I was still late. So an hour and 31 minutes ahead, dog. Good for you, buddy. I hope you're way better off than when you reach my age. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been already an hour. It was lovely hanging out with y'all. I can't believe that we did a whole podcast just talking to each other and not actually going into the subjects, but I'll save them for next time. I doubt there will be a podcast on New Year's Eve, but maybe it will be. I mean, Wednesday from now. I'll try to do one, but most likely I will see you all. So it's the 30th. No, I'll definitely can. It's the 6th. The 6th, the next time. So Wednesday, 2 weeks from now, when I'll do the English one again, this one. I will see you tomorrow in Romanian with my girl at around 8:30 p.m. A bit sooner than this one. It was really fun. I can't even I'm in even a way better mood than I was before. Have the loveliest of evening, people, and stay strong out there. You too, Raluca, and you too, Delia. You seem very nice. Do I know you, Tristo Delia? I don't think I know you. I'm bad with names. So bad with names. I do apologize for talking too much. Stop apologizing, bro. I just thanked you for being here and having this chat with me. Stop apologizing. All right? Believe in yourself a little bit. Love you, little fuckers. Have a nice evening. Peace. You're so dumb, dog.